Have you ever felt a presence, a whisper of something unseen in the quiet of an old house? A chill not caused by the wind, a faint smell of jasmine where no flowers bloom? A haunted house, they say, a place where the veil between worlds is thin, where echoes of the past linger like smoke. But what does it really feel like to step into such a place? To feel the weight of unseen eyes, the ghostly touch of fingers on your skin? I was 10 years old. The summer after the war ended, my family moved into an old house on Sugarcane Lane. It was a hot summer, and I clearly remember the excitement when we first saw the house. It stood there, old and mysterious, like a silent witness to time. It was located on the edge of the village, surrounded by bamboo and ancient gnarled banyan trees. The plants grew wild, as if trying to hide the house from the outside world. Every time the wind blew, the leaves rustled like they were whispering ancient secrets. My grandmother, in a soft voice, told me stories about the family who lived there before, swallowed by the jungle during the war. She said this house had been a shelter for many generations, each one leaving their mark. Her stories always fascinated me, as if I could see the past through her words. One night, as the geckos sang their night song and the moon hung low in the sky, I was startled awake by a sound. It was a soft noise, but enough to wake me. I lay there listening, trying to figure out where it came from. A gentle hum, like a lullaby, drifted from the deserted wing of the house. The sound felt like an invitation, something I couldn't resist. I wondered if it was the singing of the spirits who once lived there, or just my imagination. Curiosity, a frequent companion in those days, pulled me from my mat. I couldn't stop myself from exploring. I got out of bed, my bare feet touching the cold floor, and started walking towards the sound. Barefoot and holding a flickering oil lamp, I tiptoed down the hallway, towards the sound. The hallway was long and dark, and every step I took made small noises, as if the house was whispering to me. I felt like I was stepping into another world, where the past and present blended together. The air grew heavy as I approached the room at the end of the hallway. Each step felt like it was being pulled down by an unseen weight, making me feel like I was walking in a nightmare with no escape. The walls around me seemed to be closing in, creating a feeling of suffocation and breathlessness. A chilling cold enveloped me, seeping into my bones despite the humid night. This coldness wasn't just from the weather, but from something unseen, a presence I couldn't see but could clearly feel. I shivered, trying to stay calm but unable to stop my body from trembling. The humming sound grew stronger, mixing with the smell of incense and something else. Something unfamiliar yet strangely comforting. This sound was like a siren's call, leading me deeper into the darkness. The incense filled the air, creating a mystical and enchanting atmosphere. My hand trembled as I pushed the creaky wooden door. The door groaned, as if it hadn't been opened in years. Each sound it made felt like a warning, but I couldn't stop. Curiosity and an unexplainable feeling urged me forward. The room was empty except for a dusty altar in the corner, lit by a flickering candle. The faint light from the candle created dancing shadows on the walls, adding to the room's mystery. The altar was decorated with ancient items, each holding its own story, a forgotten past. And there, floating in the dim light, was a figure. The figure wasn't clear, like a hazy image in a dream. I couldn't tell who or what it was, but its presence filled me with an indescribable fear. Fear froze me in place. I couldn't scream, couldn't breathe. All my senses felt numb, leaving only one feeling: terror. I wanted to run, but my feet felt glued to the floor, unable to move. The woman, her face hidden in shadow, turned towards me. Each of her movements seemed to slow down, creating a feeling like time was stopping. I couldn't take my eyes off her, drawn in by an unseen force. Her eyes, when they met mine, held not malice, but a deep, infinite sadness. They seemed to be telling me something, a story of pain and loss. I felt a strange connection to her, as if we had known each other for a very long time. The figure reached out as if to touch me, and I stepped back. The candle flickered and died, plunging the room into darkness. I hurried back down the hallway, my heart pounding in my chest, the scent of jasmine following me like a ghost. That night, I lay awake, listening to the rustling leaves outside the window, the creaks of the old house settling around me. The humming returned, fainter now, a sad whisper in the night. I never saw the woman again, but her presence remained. A feeling, an energy woven into the fabric of the house. Over the years, I've learned to live with the strange happenings in this old house. The walls seem to have ears, listening and remembering every sound, every story. These dark, dusty rooms hold secrets that only time can reveal. Footsteps in the dead of night, echoing in the empty hallway, as if someone is quietly passing by. These sounds aren't always scary. Sometimes they're comforting, like the house is alive, breathing with me. Things disappear and reappear in odd places, as if they have a life of their own. A key, a book, or even a chair can move without anyone touching them. These things make me wonder if the house is playing tricks on me. The scent of incense when no one's home, drifting through the rooms, brings a strange sense of peace. Sometimes this scent reminds me of holidays, of evenings with family gathered together, creating a cozy atmosphere within these cold walls. Are they ghosts, these unseen presences, or just shadows created by my imagination? Whatever they are, their presence makes me feel like I'm never alone. This house, with all its mysteries, has become a part of me. Or are they echoes, remnants of emotions imprinted on the walls? The faded marks, the cracks, the stains, they all tell stories of the past. Every scratch, every crack holds a piece of the house's memory, a piece of its history. I gradually realized that the house holds memories, both beautiful and sad. These walls have witnessed so much joy, sorrow, moments of happiness and pain. This house isn't just a place to live, it's a treasure chest of memories, a place that holds the stories of generations. The laughter of children playing in the courtyard, echoing throughout the space, brings a sense of life and joy. These children, with their innocence and playfulness, have breathed life into the house, making it a place full of energy. The warm aroma of my grandmother's cooking, spreading throughout the kitchen, reminds me of cozy family meals. Grandmother, with her love and care, made the kitchen the heart of the house, where everyone gathered, sharing stories and memories. The whispers of lovers under the banyan tree, like sweet love songs, echo in the quiet space. These love stories, whether short or long, have left a deep impression on the house, making it a place of beautiful and romantic memories. But there's also the pain of loss, the tears and the cries of grief. This house has witnessed so much sorrow, separations, and irreplaceable losses. These emotions, though painful, are also an integral part of life, and the house has become a place to hold these memories. The fear of war, the terrifying memories of dark days. This house has gone through difficult times, witnessed wars and the pain they bring. The traces of war are still there, like scars that cannot be erased. The lingering sadness of those who left this world too soon, like ghosts lurking in the house. These souls, though gone, have left their mark, making the house a place of unforgettable memories and emotions. Living in that house taught me that the line between what we can see and what we can't, between the living and the dead, isn't a wall, but more like a curtain. Sometimes the curtain flutters in the wind, revealing glimpses of what lies beyond. It taught me to respect the unseen, to acknowledge the weight of history, the echoes of lives lived and lost. There's a certain beauty and mystery in the unknown, in accepting that some things can't be explained, only felt. The house on Sugarcane Street held both darkness and light, fear and comfort, a constant reminder of the unseen forces that shape our lives. Years later, long after I left the village and the old house on Sugarcane Street faded into memory, I still think about the woman in white. Was she a ghost, a figment of my imagination, or something else entirely? Perhaps she was a guardian, a protector, watching over her old home, her family's legacy. Or maybe she was simply searching for someone to acknowledge her pain, to hear her story, to remember her. In the end, it doesn't matter. What matters is the connection, however brief, between two souls yearning for understanding, for peace, a moment of recognition across the veil. Do you believe in ghosts? In the spirits of those who have passed lingering in the places they loved? Maybe like me, you have your own stories, your own encounters with things you can't explain. And maybe, just maybe, the next time you feel a shiver down your spine, or smell the faint scent of jasmine in the air, you'll stop and listen. Listen to the whispers, the echoes of the past, the stories waiting to be told.